Hi everybody, it's Luke here from LT Gaming. I'd just like to say drop us a like and subscribe to the channel, and we really appreciate all of your support. Now, let's get into the video. Hi everyone, it's Luke here from LT Gaming, and today I am checking out New World. It's my first impressions of the Amazon MMO. Let me give you a little bit of a background. I plan to make this video at 10, I plan to make it at 15, and here I am at 23. So obviously I've enjoyed the game and found it pretty compelling so far. I'm gonna talk around a few caveats before I do this video, and that is one, I am no MMO expert, so don't judge my gameplay, my build. Like, I've got 10 weapon mastery points I haven't even assigned yet. That's probably pretty, inefficient. I play games for immersion, and so far this game is working for me. I started filming actually just as the sun came up, so that was quite nice. It was quite dark around here. I spent the morning travelling up from First Light to Windsward. It took me about 10 minutes on foot, and that is one of the things that I will address from the game. Is it a walking simulator? That's one of the things that has concerned people. So yeah, that's the first caveat. I'm no expert at MMOs. Number two is, I have played a good bit of the game and I have taken my time. So there you go. Number three is I'm doing some low level questing today while I talk to you because I don't really want to be too taxed with this. So I think this is a really easy quest. It's a level 11. And then I need to head back to Windsward and we'll take a look at the town. So my impressions of the game, it's a lot of fun. It's quite grindy. The gaming environment is awesome. I really like it. I get distracted on my way to places to do harvesting, logging, mining, and other actions like that. And generally, it's just a fun experience. I'm going to tackle some of the reasons it gets hate and some of the feedback I've seen. I think really everyone kind of wants, Amazon to fail in some regards. They are new to the MMO world. They're a big evil, in brackets. I'm not saying they're evil, but they're a big evil corporate company and people don't want them to succeed in this sort of game. And unfortunately, they have actually made something pretty compelling here and something quite addictive. I know a lot of my favourite reviewers have given this like 4 out of 10 and low scores. I think basically they wanted to trash this game. I don't feel that way about it. I really like the model. They allowed me to buy this game for $39.99. I don't have to pay anything else, no subscription fee, and I've been playing for 30 hours so far. I got my money's worth already. Don't criticize my combat here. I'm literally just playing away as I talk to you. So yeah, and the other thing, I came into this game thinking I was going to use the rapier and the musket, and here I am using a huge warhammer, which is very relaxing to play with. I really like it. Absolutely crushes the opposition. I actually find it a bit of a stress relief, this game, actually, sometimes. So I'm going to go through a few topics here and we'll discuss them as we go. I'm going to talk about the graphics, the audio, and then I'm going to touch upon some of the controversies and address them myself, and I'll let you know if I think they're valid or not. And there's 3 of those really mainly. So first, the graphics of the game. To me, I love it. I think that it looks next gen. It's pretty. I really, really like the environments of the game. The New World foresty type environment. The only criticism I would level at it is that you go from region to region and it kind of looks the same. Let me just check here. I think I have to head back to Windsward anyway. I do. So yeah, we're going to head back there and I'll chat on the way. The environments do look a little samey from region to region. Now, I've only been to 4 or 5 regions so far. They do look kind of the same. But I like the aesthetic. I like the environment. I think that it's... Oh, hang on, there's a turkey. Sorry, that's a quest, everybody, in case you don't realise what I'm doing. I have to hunt 25 turkeys. I kind of grab quests when I'm off walking somewhere else so I can do them on the way. But yeah, I mean, the locations are actually pretty interesting. Like here, this village looks a little bit similar to some of the other villages in the other locations, but you will come across shipwrecks and some really interesting locations along the way. Just make sure I'm going the right way here. Kind of. So yeah, graphically, I'm pretty impressed. I really like the character model. I think that my character looks absolutely badass right now. He's wielding a warhammer and he can heal himself, which works well for me. But I like the aesthetic. I can see why people do criticize it, that they get bored of it. But for me, I think it's a beautiful game. I really do like it. The other thing I noticed a little bit in the beginning was the draw distance wasn't great. I think that for an MMO it's pretty good. And, you know, that leads on to really talking about performance. I'm getting 75 frames per second right now on a 1660 Ti. My computer's not the greatest gaming machine in the world, but it runs pretty smoothly overall. Now, when I get into Windsward in a minute, yeah, the frame rate's going to drop, sometimes as low as 30, which is a little disappointing, and I think they could use some optimization on that front. So graphically, I'm happy. I'm happy with my purchase. I got my money's worth graphically, and I like the effects in the game. I mean, this Warhammer effect, yeah, I love it. That's awesome. Every time I do that, I enjoy it. Let's talk music and sound. I cannot criticize this game one little bit for the music, which is in-game. It reminds me of something out of Last of the Mohicans, if you've ever heard that soundtrack. It's really, really cool. I mean, look at this vista across here. You can see what I'm talking about, draw distance over there on the left-hand side. But look, they do mask it in really, really cool ways, and it's a pretty looking game. I mean, this is on medium. I can only imagine if I can bump up my hardware, how good this game could actually look. So back to the sound. Yeah, I love the sound effects. I mean, listen to this. Oh, it's so satisfying. I absolutely love it. And the music, like I said, will be playing away in the background. And that was the first thing I noticed playing the game when I jumped into it, was that the music is really, really relaxing and cool, and it pumps up at the right moments. And I've really enjoyed that aspect. Overall, the sound effects are good. I can't say I've had too many issues with them, and they work as they're supposed to. So once again, that sums up the sound for me. I love it. Performance-wise, I've touched on that. Look, it's going to drop when I come into this town now, into Windsward Village. It's down at 30 now currently. Oh, it's gone even lower. Okay, it dropped down to about 30 there for me. There's a little bit of that happens when you get to towns. Things run a bit poorly. But overall, the performance is reasonably good. Gameplay-wise, it's your typical MMO, but there is a lot of crafting to do, and I've really enjoyed that element. I have done harvesting, mining, logging. There's so much to do. So from my beginner's perspective in an MMO, that's soaked up my time. And look, this is a really, really pretty place. Let's turn in this quest here.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Story, look, we're not going to get carried away. It's a little generic. It fits in with the environment well, and they've built the world around it. But there's little things sometimes that, I mean, this is so pretty, right? There's little things, because I am actually a Covenant member, but there's little things like, I'd like to sit down here. Why can't I sit here? The same over here. Why can't I just sit in this chair? Or if I'm in one of the inns, why can't I sit down? I think that that's something that they need to address. So, let's get on to a few issues to talk about. I'm going to knock these out fairly quickly, as this really is a first impressions of the game. I have no issues with this game whatsoever. I enjoyed it. I would recommend that you go out and buy it and enjoy your time with it. I think for the money they're charging, even if it wears off with you after a period of time, you've got your money's worth. The big appeal for me was, look how many people are in-game. I don't know what's happening there, but look how many people are in-game. I mean, you can be in the middle of nowhere in a forest doing a quest, and you can be struggling, and all of a sudden, a player will turn up and help you out. And I think that's really, really cool. There's so many mission types, by the way. Let's just pop in here and show you. Let's have a look. Town project board. I can do all these projects here, which is cool. Now, the quests do get a little bit samey. I mean, I can't say that they don't. They do, but I'm not bored yet, so I'm happy working away. I like the fact that you can gain regional experience as well. So my territory standings, I can upgrade my standing in the territory. And I do understand there's elements of this game I don't get yet. I have not participated in the wars or any of the community events or even any PvP. So this really is a beginner's look at an MMO. Don't quote me on, you know, the end game content. I can't tell you. I'll let you know as I get there. So let's get to the criticisms I wanted to talk about. Let's talk about people getting banned, right? I've seen a lot of posts about people getting banned from this game. Amazon is woke, blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. And yes, I have some experience of Amazon, and I can tell you they have a rather woke corporate culture. However, I do believe you're getting banned possibly for a reason if you are getting banned. You know, you're not innocent. Some of the things I've seen in chat, you know, stuff which is homophobic, stuff that, you know, goes against certain races and Some of the European servers, you have people saying, oh, you must speak English. We don't want you to speak your language here. You're going to get banned. I mean, be nice to people. Let's put that out there. Be nice to people. Don't complain when you get banned if you are being an asshole. That's just the way it is. I have played for 30 hours. I've not had a single ban. I've interacted with a few people. I've had a few chats. And I haven't got banned. So I can't say I've had that experience. The video card issue. So apparently high-end video cards are getting burnt out. I have a 1660 Ti, so I do not sit into that category. And yes, my card does run a little hot, and the fans are absolutely kicking in right now. I added an extra fan for cooling, but I can't say that it burns my card or anything like that. So do your own research on that if you have one of those cards, and I wouldn't worry too much about it. The other issue is mounts. Yes, this can be a bit of a walking simulator. It takes me time to get places. So right now I want to travel up to Everfull and then Brightwood because I want to get a certain type of herb there. And it can only be found in Brightwood or Reekwater, but there's a big event going on here at the moment and I think it's level 65, so I probably will get killed. So I want to travel up to Brightwood. That's going to take me a bit of time to run from there to there. So what you can do is you can turn on auto run, which I have on now. And basically you can move your character around and you auto run. There has been some cases of people getting banned for going AFK while auto run is on. But, I don't know about that. For me, just bring some mounts into the game. It really makes no sense. This is a game that was built for mounts. And I think that, sooner or later they're going to add that in as DLC. We might have to pay for it. And, I probably will pay for it if that is the case. Because I think mounts would be very useful. See, I'm wandering off here. I have somewhere to go and I'm wandering off to collect these things because they are very useful for my alchemy and my cooking and things like that. So as you will see, I will gather the dragon glory and I will have 55 harvesting soon. I don't think this wolf is going to be much of a challenge for me. Nope. Let's touch on that as well while we're here. I was going to talk about... I've talked about mounts, so let's talk about the weapon mastery system, which is pretty cool. You have your standard attributes. I focused on strength and constitution. Don't kill me. I'm not an expert at this stuff, so if it's terrible, whatever. And then, as you can see, I have quite a few mastery points to put into each weapon, and I haven't put them on my Warhammer yet because I'm still thinking the way I want to go, and I'm not really struggling too much. I've died maybe a couple of times, and that really was because I got backed into a corner and couldn't move. A bit of a bug, really, and I don't think the game is really that difficult. Here is another bug I encountered. My achievements are uninitialized, and I have actually got 50 achievements, but none of them have registered on Steam. I think maybe 13 of them have, maybe 14. So, that is definitely a bug they need to fix, and my title won't show either. So there are bugs in the game, and that shouldn't be happening. They should have fixed that during its beta phase. You got to criticize them a little bit there. Overall, to sum up, I'm having a lot of fun with this game. It's grindy, and it doesn't always have the right to be a fun game, but it just ends up being fun. I keep coming in, and I don't min-max my characters in these sort of games because it's not how I play. Sorry, buddy, just, I know I'm way over leveled for this area. It's not how I play. I like to be immersed, and I'm already thinking, I know that First Light is very low on certain herbs, and I can sell them at the market. So I'm traveling to Brightwood to collect those herbs and then sell them down in First Light. And I like that sort of immersion. That's fun. And this game is doing that for me. I'm going to do a follow-up video to this to see if I'm still playing at 30 or 40 and 50 and what the end game content is like. I play a lot of different games and MMOs are not really my staple. But here we go. I'm a strategy sort of player, city builder, and I'm really enjoying this game. So I think that you can definitely take something from it. There probably was something else for me to speak about. Oh, level 20. Let's do this. There probably was something else for me to speak about with the game. Okay, he didn't take any damage. That's a bit worrying. But I've touched on the main criticisms. Why is this guy not taking any damage? Okay, that's a bug, I would say. He's not hurting me, but I'm not hurting him either. Let's leave him to it. Okay, there we go. Amazon sort that stuff out. The game has bugs. There we go. Unless that's something I was missing, but I doubt it. I mean, that's a pretty cool landmark. We're going to give them that. You know, overall, the game is good. I've got my money's worth. I'm enjoying it. I plan on playing for at least another 30 hours, I think. And if I can get to 60, I will update you on the endgame content. I think Tom's actually going to jump in next week as well, so hopefully we can do some content together. But this really has been my rambling first impressions of New World. And I hope that... Whoa, cool. I've never seen that before. That looks pretty cool. And that's what I like about this game. I'm discovering stuff all the time. So, anyway, I've been Luke from LT Gaming. Like and subscribe, and as always, I will see you on the next one. And I promise it won't be an MMO.